And welcome back to the Washington Commanders replacement series, where we are going to be taking on probably one of the best teams in the NFL in this episode. They are an 88 overall, and by they, I'm talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. 88 overall. Meanwhile, we are a measly 61 overall. So 27 overall points of a difference. And on top of that, there's also some breaking news that might make this game even more difficult for us. Reports say that Cam Newton and head coach Shane Falco got into an argument, to say the least, during practice this week. During a short talk with the media following the event, Shane Falco did mention that Cam Newton will be benched in this game, and our backup quarterbacks Cone and Dolgala will be getting most of the reps. We've seen them play a little bit here and there in previous games with a fairly decent rotation, at least in terms of quarterbacks, where typically it's just one. Cam Newton has been getting most of the running plays. Cone has kind of just been an overall backup, and Dolgala has come in when the team has to have the ball thrown deep downfield. He has the arm, does not have the athleticism. When you compare Cone and Cam Newton, they're honestly pretty similar, at least in terms of how they can throw. So we'll see how this team can do without their starting quarterback. And like I had mentioned, there are going to be things that are going to crop up in this series that are going to make it a little more difficult. Cam Newton is a 65 overall. Our other quarterbacks, Cone 55 and Dolgala a 53. So it's going to be a steep drop off, at least in terms of overall. We've seen Cone and Dolgala play all right. Cone definitely does have less mobility than what we have with Cam Newton, but the throwing stats actually aren't too far off, with low 80s throw power, low 70s deep and medium, and high 70s short accuracy. The speed, we'll see a little bit of a drop off, but it's not awful. He definitely has some mobility. Compare that with Cam, you're going to see that Cone does have a little bit less throw power. The deep and medium accuracies are a little bit lower. Short accuracy is the same, so pretty similar, especially with the 10 overall gap. And speed, obviously going to be a little bit lower, but not by a whole lot. So we'll see if any of the quarterback run game stays in this offense. And then Dolgala, he is strictly just, we need a guy with a big arm to go out there. His accuracies are not there, but he has 90 throw power. He does not really have much mobility. 70 is not bad. I think that's more of a modern day pocket passer, more so than like 10 years ago when pocket passers probably had like 56 speed. So has some mobility, but he's really not the runner. Doesn't have great accuracies either, but if we need to be able to chuck the ball downfield, we're going to need that 90 throw power compared to Cone's 82. And now it's time to jump on into this division matchup against the Eagles. Our defense has been playing fairly well, just had the star dev boost for Shaka Toney in the last episode, and as well as one of our defensive interior rushers in Jones getting 2 sacks. So defense may be taking a step forward, and they're definitely going to need it against Jalen Hurts and a high-powered Philadelphia Eagles squad. And let's get week 3 underway. We'll be receiving the opening kick. Wow, already stumbling around. Hopefully that's not signs of what's to come with this offense, as Cone will be headed out with the start. And this isn't the first time we've seen Cone out there. He's gotten some starts, or not starts, but he's gotten some play time here and there. So he at least has some experience. He is a rookie though, so keep that in mind as we see his performance. Borgie starts us off with the gain of 5, and he's actually been running pretty well. So at least there is that asset of the offense for Cone to fall back on. The run game has not been bad. Our interior of our offensive line is built to run the ball. We have a wide open receiver on the sideline. That's going to be a catch for Tyree Cleveland. First pass play for Cone goes for 43 yards. However, Philadelphia is going to challenge the catch. I thought he definitely had both feet in bounds, but we'll take a second look here. And yeah, he had like 18 feet in. So that's a poor choice of a challenge. If anything, that just gives our offense a little bit more momentum. I guess Philly a little shocked. We'll go back to the run game here, though. Fall behind a pull and a big hit there in the middle. Kaiser White laid out Borghi. So at least we get a big play, they kind of get a big play. Let's go with a little bit of a play action rollout here. It's been a pretty big part of the offense. We'll go to the deep receiver, and that didn't go very well. Hassan Reddick, he picks it off. It wasn't a poor choice of receiver, just the ball placement definitely could have used some work. Needed to be maybe about 3 yards further downfield if we want rid of anything on that. But the defense, at least, they get a good stop here on first down. And like I had mentioned, Shaka Toney got the dev boost up to star at the end of the last game, which also came with a lot of experience points. He's now the highest rated player on the team. But unfortunately, that doesn't help us stop Devontae Smith from getting a big first down. We also had a big game last week from one of our interior guys who is not on the field. He's one of our interior pass rushers in Jones. So we'll see him out there in the 3-3-5 as Sanders shaking and baking. And then finally gets thrown backwards. Unfortunately, that's not going to help us much. Still a gain of 8. And they'll come out with a heavy look here. 3 tight ends will come out the 52 defense, but then they make a check to what should be a pass play. We're definitely not in a great defense for it, and they'll get a first down to the outside. I don't know what happened there with our DB, and we whiff on 1 tackle, whiff on 2 tackles, and just like that, they're in the end zone. So not a great first drive for the defense either. Well, it started off promising with that, 45-yard bomb down the sideline. Since then, hasn't really gone great. So let's see if we could get momentum back on our side. Receiver screen to Cleveland, who had that big catch, only goes for 2. And I think a big asset for us today will be the run game, as long as we could keep that going. We've got Borghi in the backfield. He'll take the handoff and maybe get a yard, maybe 2. I also think some short, quicker underneath passes might be the way to go on the passing game, because we have a couple guys underneath. No one quite open. Not Borghi. That's the running back. Cone, the quarterback, will scramble and actually find Cleveland and get the first down. Really good play from the Rook. Granted, we don't really want to be relying on those plays, but nice to see that he can do it. 1st and 10 here. We'll go with the running back draw down the middle with some room to run. A gain of 8 for Borghi. And he will check out after the good run. Actually, it looks more like 9.5 yards. Calais will come out. We're going to set up the running back screen pass, maybe, or we're going to get swatted down by a DT. So on 3rd and 1, we'll come out with the full house look. 1 tight end, a fullback, a running back. We got everyone back there. We'll follow behind the blocks, and Borghi will get us another first down. He's definitely been, I think, the most consistent player on this offense. If I had to equate him to any of our other series we've had on this channel, I would think the Florida only series with Cam Akers, who really became the offense. A great job there by the cornerback, 24. Is that Bradbury? I'm honestly not sure who it was, but great swat. Bring up 2nd and 10. Calais still out there. He'll get the carry to the outside. We'll break a tackle, get all the way to the outside, down the sideline with a first down. About a gain of 12. Actually, they say 14. It's even better. And honestly, I think with Madden, if you have a decent offensive line, any running back could be solid for you in this style of gameplay. In Sim, you definitely need a higher overall guy, not able to hook up deep downfield on that pass. We had the one-on-one, just couldn't find Patman, who's been fairly decent for us in the medium to deep game so far this year. Calais not breaking that tackle, picked up and slammed down, loss of 1. So on 3rd and 11, we'll come out empty set. Borghi in the slot to the left-hand side will motion over to the right, sit behind basically everyone going on a deep route. Just clear underneath. If we need to go there, that's where we'll go, and we'll try to, but instead it's going to be a sack fumble, scooped up by Sweat. Luckily, we tacked him down at the 42, but another turnover to end a drive. It wasn't a bad choice. We had Borghi open late. We just couldn't get the ball out in time. Well, as we've seen fairly consistently so far this series, the offense has shown promise. but hasn't been great throughout. And the defensive line got completely blown up there. Sanders just didn't know where to run. There was so much open space. So if we could get that closed down a little bit, that would be nice. Bunch to the right here for Hurts. We're going to send a corner blitz. Job off the outside, and he might have been offside. Doesn't matter. It's going to be a first down either way. So that'll move them to the 27. About 35 seconds left in the first quarter. They're up 7. We'll send another blitz here. Try to get something going. Broken tackle. Johnson able to secure the tackle at least there for a gain of 4. And despite the Eagles having a lot of different receiving talent, I feel like they've pretty much just gone to the same guy over and over again. Although as I say that, this guy pops up. Who is it? Watkins? Sammy Watkins? Maybe? I don't know. End of the first quarter though. 7-0 though at the end of the first quarter with a team that is 27 higher overall than us. Not too bad. And it was not Sammy Watkins. It's a Q Watkins. And that does not ring a bell for me whatsoever. You can let me know in the comment section who it is. No idea. But what I do know, Sanders, easy little jaunt. He just takes a nice little fall into the end zone. No one touched him. And I think it's now or never, really. We've got to get this offense tightened up here. Get them moving. Even if it's, some small underneath passes, broken sack, and then quickly sacked. Reddick has been all over the field. So how about 2nd and 19? You know what I said we're going to have some progress here? Apparently not. Go the swing pass to the outside. Stoner with the grab, his first of the day. Tried to split the defenders. Look at a decent gain there, about 7. And I'm pretty sure Stoner is the leading receiving touchdown artist, I guess you could say, on the team so far. Have a couple guys going a couple different ways. We'll go with Cleveland across underneath, and that's close to the first down. Second effort makes it 4th and 1. And Dolgala comes out on 4th and short. He's normally a run or passing guy, but they're going to run it here. And Borghi, with probably his best run of the day, gets him close to midfield, converting on 4th down. And Dolgala stays out there, so maybe they're going to give him a little drive here. Cone did start the drive, but they've made a switch. Go with underneath, Patman to the outside. Drag route, first down, about a gain of 20. Perhaps they're trying to see if bringing out the strong arm quarterback will back up some of the linebackers, the safeties. Doesn't help very much there. Once again, Riddick in the backfield lost a 2. So maybe not what they're trying to do, or maybe the Eagles knew that's what they were trying to do and didn't fall for it. Have a guy open to the outside. That's going to be the Stoner. Try to get down the sideline. Actually get a few extra yards there. Make it 3rd and short. And on 3rd and short, they'll come out empty set. Cone back out there. Going to set up that wide receiver screen again. Has a couple blockers, and Johnson checks in. First time we've seen him out there at receiver. It's first down. So far, best drive for the offense as Cone now stays out there with them close to the red zone. Go with a run here to Borghi. Tries to stretch to the outside and ends up getting caught. No whistle's been blown yet, and there it is. Finally called. Will be a loss of 2. I feel like we're definitely having too many of these rushes be losses of 2. Who are we, the Minnesota Vikings? Go the play action rollout here. Nothing quite opening up. Cone is going to step up, try to get the first down, and hit at the line to gain. Ball pops out. Scooped up by number 22 of the Philadelphia Eagles, and it'll be our 3rd straight turnover. And as a quick side, yes, I told him to slide. No, he did not. So fumble. Philadelphia Eagles take over on offense. Hurts looking to scramble, will go underneath, and there's a knock away from one of our linebackers, intended for Sanders. At least provide them nothing on first down. That's progress. Allen had not Allen, it was Muse that had the swat. I'll go with another couple underneath passes. This time a drag route to the top. Goddard makes the first guy miss and gets the first down. And once again, as a reminder, feel free in the comment section down below to leave any players you would like to see join this squad. Remember, year 1, any new player that joins has to be a 65 overall or less, as Goddard gets his legs taken out from under him, but again, another first down. And with that first down, they'll get up to about the 45. Toss this one up, and there's a wide open Devontae Smith. Job trying to recover, won't get the tackle, And the Eagles will get their third touchdown to make it 21-0. So with pretty much the 2-minute offense taking the field, you'll see Dolgala. Again, he has the arm. Accuracy's not so much, but hopefully we won't need him. Pass across the middle, Stoner with the grab. Tried to make a move there on the safety. Not really going to get past him. And that'll send us into the 2-minute warning. We've gotten some chunk plays, but we've also had a lot of turnovers. So if we could get those cleaned up, I think we would be having a solid game here. Again, we've had 3 drives end fairly close to the red zone, I feel like, or in the red zone, that have been turnovers, and there's another one. Wasn't a smart choice to throw there. Maddox makes the big play. What I was trying to say, though, was that each of these turnover drives could have been touchdown drives for us, or at least drives where we got some points, whether they're field goals or what. Nice hit there from Belial. Just leveled the tight end. And then, of course, the Eagles have gone on to score off of those turnovers. So those turnovers are really the big difference. Honestly, the offense and defense has been playing fairly well for being well outmatched. Sanders will get the first down on the screen with a good tackle by Blackwell. Had to fight off a lead block from a big offensive lineman and still managed to get a tackle on a pretty shifty running back. They'll go right back to it, but a sack this time from the interior. 79, I think, was the number. Not sure who it is. Either way, our first of the day, and that goes to Brooks. Couldn't tell you the first name. Still learning the roster as these are replacement players. Shaka Tony was in there, forced the pass complete to Goddard, 3rd and 5. And with the dev boost that Tony got, he did go up by like 7 level ups, so he's definitely looking better. Not quite there, but better. As we do get the stop here, Johnson with the tackle will force a 4th and 2. We'll call a timeout. That will send out the field goal unit to go up by 4 scores and 7 years ago. Vincent around the edge, not going to get close. That one right down the middle, and they will go up by those 3 scores. Or 4 scores. Because I just said the 7 years ago joke. Yeah. Well, we have 15 seconds here for someone to impress me. We're going deep. Obviously, we got Dolgala out there, so it's about a given. And it's going to be, what is it, the 5th interception? Stoner was open for a second, and okay, I thought he was about to break that tackle and take it to the house. Either way, they're probably going to get another field goal off this. But you got to give the Eagles defense some credit. I mean, it was thrown to an open receiver, at least when we originally threw the ball. Allen going to need to try to do something. At least blows up the blocking. Wiggins will get the tackle. They'll call a timeout and send out the field goal team. Well, some definite things to clean up in the second half as they will make this a 27-0 game. And maybe we'll see some other players at least on offense. Defense, they've been put in some really poor situations. But as they head on into the locker room, take a quick look at the stats. 5 turnovers. We have 50 rushing yards, 114 passing yards. They only have 30 rushing yards, so we're at least doing well in the run defense. But again, we're just putting our defense in poor situations over and over again. And it looks like maybe the Saints are doing that with their defenses. They're currently losing 17-0 against the 0-2 Panthers. And how about our next view? We'll see the Texans and Bears, and that is all Texans. Wow, 28-3. Battle for the first pick. Looking very similar to real life here. And the last game update will be the Chiefs and the Colts. And that is a fairly close game. About a minute left in that first half. 10-0 Colts up. Matt Ryan doing all right. And unfortunately, we'll be kicking off to start the second half, so won't see any of the changes to the offense yet. We'll see how well our defense can do with a full drive here from the Eagles, actually starting back in their own territory. And I'm honestly not even sure the last time this happened. I feel like the last 3 drives for the Eagles all started in plus territory. So we'll see what we can do here. They'll go with a run down the middle and a lot of room to run. About 12 yards for Sanders. And with an empty set, we have the double A gap blitz. Would be a great time to have Tony come free off the edge. Which he does, but that pass well away to Goddard. with another first down. Granted, pass rush can really only get to the quarterback if there's decent enough coverage for the first, 2 seconds. Fake the jet sweep, go the run down the middle. A nice move there from Sanders will avoid one tackler, but luckily we had 2 or 3 more there. And they also hold. We'll gamble, 1st and 20. Could have taken the 2nd and 12, but we have a chance for a 2nd and even further if we could do well on this play. They'll spread wide, 3 to the right-hand side, 1 to the left. And they go with the deep route. Devontae Smith, he gets the catch. And a first down. So gamble didn't pay off. And there is no spot on this team that can't be replaced come the off season. As a reminder though, we can only sign players of 70 or less, as Allen right down the middle on another running back screen. We sent the blitz and it hit home. But as I was trying to say, a reminder, the first offseason, we can't sign anyone over 70 overall. Granted, I don't want to replace the whole team, so there might be a limit as to how many players we could sign, maybe 5 per side of the ball. Let me know what you think in the comments. But we have a 3rd and 12 here. We've given up some good chunk plays though, so let's try to protect the pass a little bit better here. As they go with basically a flood route. And yeah, we whiffed on the tackle. We took out Sanders though, so there's that. It's pretty much been a first down every 2.3 plays. I'm just pulling that out of the air. I have no idea, but it seems like it's quite a lot of first downs. Pass rush almost got there. Hurts scrambles, big hit. He fumbles, picked up Belial, and we were not touched down. But I'll take it. We take over at the 9. We can't be greedy when we're down 27-0 and really haven't stopped a drive on offense prior to that. We'll go with a run to the outside. Borghi cuts in. We'll get 4. I would love to run more, but when we're down as much as we are, kind of limits the amount that we could do. Be a play action rollout here. Muse wide open. Nice pass from Cone over the top of Riddick. Headed down the sideline and brought down at the 50. Nice catch and run from the rookie tight end in Muse. And if we have a good couple chunk plays like that, it makes it much easier to follow that up by going back to the run game. Borghi with some space, another run of about 4 yards, averaging 3.4 on the day. Maybe we just need to stick with this heavy tight end look. Another play action here, try to get Patman deep down the sideline. 1-on-1, I don't trust it. Gonna try to roll out here with Cone. He'll take a hit and be a loss of 1. And that was big Jordan Davis with the hit, so let's not let Cone get destroyed by that big fast man any more than we have to. Patman will get the catch this time. First down, about a gain of 10, roughly. And once again, a switch at the quarterback spot. Cone heads to the sideline, catch a bit of a breather as he's taking some hits. How about a pass to the outside here? Patman had the release, and as soon as we throw the ball, once again, now into triple coverage. It was 1-on-1. And then immediately triple coverage and intercepted. Story of the game. I guess that's going to happen when you face a defense that's, I think, almost a 90 overall. I want to say they're like an 89, maybe 87. Sanders with the run here, cuts back in, and that kind of helps us out a little bit. Still be a gain of 4. Kind of makes you wonder, though, if Cam Newton was in this game, would we have as many turnovers? Would we maybe have gotten some of these passes? There's another tackle for a loss. The other muse of the team, this one the linebacker. I have no idea if they're actually brothers, but that would be cool if they were. Maybe I should look that up. That could be a good thumbnail. Be 3rd and 9. Hurts has all the time. Jones in pursuit, won't get close. He will finally find a receiver. In soft coverage, Devontae Smith has the first. He also has 4 catches for 133 yards. So, not great for our cover guys. And we almost got another sack there, but once again, pass thrown late, complete to Goddard. I feel like he's definitely been hurt safety net today, as that will end the 3rd quarter. We'll head into the 4th, basically down 4 touchdowns. So, we're really going to need an exciting 4th quarter. At least we could say the defense did force a turnover against this high-powered offense, so there is that. They'll go with a run down the middle. We have several guys there, and it'll be about a gain of 3. So now, what to do on 3rd and short? Bunch to the left. We're just going to gamble double A-gap blitz. It's worked for us a couple times, but they pick it all up, every single one of them. Safety even decided he would come on an extra blitz that was not designed, and they still get the first down to Watkins. Eagles really textbook here in terms of how to defeat whatever it is we throw at them. They've been doing a really good job. A nice pull and a lot of running room. Wiggins will get the stop inside the 10, brought down at the 7. 1st and goal. Heavy look, 2 tight ends to the left. They'll go with the read option, and there is absolutely no one there. There was not a single person unblocked or anyone to the outside. Hurts honestly probably could have walked, strolled into the end zone there. 34-0. And now some pretty mass changes to the offense, bringing out pretty much every receiver that has not gotten any play time, as well as tight end. We're going to find Smart here underneath, who breaks first tackle. He is our fastest tight end. We'll see how well he can do. He's seen some play time here and there, more sparingly, in the situations that we really have to throw the ball deep downfield where we wanted some more speed. He's come out there, and he has his 2nd catch, and a nice gain to midfield. The other receivers are French to the left-hand side and Williams to the right. Cade Johnson in slot. He had a catch earlier on the receiver screen, and that's where we tried to go, and once again, almost one-on-one, throw the ball, triple coverage interception. That almost happened for the 18th time. Luckily it didn't. 2nd and 10. Have a couple guys go deep. Have a one-on-one. Ball comes out late. Now in double coverage and almost caught by Williams. That is an improvement, actually, not being intercepted. 3rd and 10. They come out double A-gap, but will drop out. We have a couple different options. We'll try to just chuck it apparently to number 22 for his 3rd interception of the day. Only 2nd, but it seems like more. But you got to get it to Shane Falco, though. Despite all 18 turnovers, we have not put Newton back in the game. He's stuck to his benching after the altercation they had in practice this week. And that's been about the only thing that has stayed strong, specifically on this defense. 34-0, Sanders down the middle, another gain of about 5. And I think maybe we've forced 1 or 2 incomplete passes in total today. So we're looking solid there. Another first down. Excuse me, wow. Even my voice has given up. And with a little under 3.5 minutes left, mass changes to the defense as well. See if someone can make a play so they can earn themselves a starting spot. However, another run down the middle for Sanders, gain of 5. So I wouldn't say anyone up front has really impressed in this game. That includes both Shaka Toney, who got the dev boost last week, and Jones, who had several sacks. I mean, we have had some sacks today, but nothing consistent from one player. As we hit the 2-minute warning, I'd say the only thing consistent has been the turnovers on offense. Defense at least got us one back earlier with the tackle to the sideline. Hurts scrambled. We forced a fumble with one of our linebackers. I want to say it was Allen. So there was at least some highlights on defense. But just not exactly what you would be looking for. At least in terms of finding someone who could really stick with this team long term and try to build into something solid. Sanders, though, looking really good. He's over the century mark, 122 yards, 17 carries, and he might tack on an extra touchdown at the end. It would all pretty much just be boosting, I guess, average points a game at this point for them to tack on anything extra. Sanders with the run to the outside and stopped on the edge. Was that Eifler? No, the safety Maiden. And we'll see if they snap the ball one more time here. Would be a little cheeky of them. They take the high road and say 34-0 is good enough. It was, however, not very good for us, obviously, with like the 8 interceptions. The quarterbacks that came in, Cone and Dolgala, they didn't play bad ball. I feel like they were put in situations where they just couldn't overcome the overall gap deficit. That's about the best way I could probably describe it. And as we see by our end stats, I mean, they just greatly outperformed us. Over 100 more passing yards, almost triple the amount of rushing yards, 7 turnovers forced. We did get the 1, but that's still a -6 on the day. And while that game obviously wasn't great, I don't think anyone expected us to win that. But one thing that did come out of it is a breakout opportunity for a linebacker. We'll find out who that is at the start of next episode, so make sure you subscribe if you're not already. I know most of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed, so just go ahead and hit it. It's on the screen. It's like down in that right-hand corner opposite of where I am. It's just my little icon. Tap on it, you're subscribed, all good to go. And while you're clicking on things, if you hit the bell icon, you'll be notified of when my videos go live. 4 videos are posted a week, so you have regular content from me 2 times a week, Monday and Thursday. This series is posted. I also have a state-only challenge that I do, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm timing these up correctly, Wednesday is a brand new one that you guys got to vote on who we do. That's what we do at the end of most of these series. Obviously, the start of this one a little different because I had this idea prior to and couldn't really have you guys vote on it without it spoiling kind of what the series was. But the state-only challenges, you guys get to vote on what state or group of states we take over. So that one should start on Wednesday. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. A lot to come. Breakout linebacker opportunity next episode as we faced the Cowboys, who have a really good offense, 87 defense at least, and 84, so not as bad. Might also take a dip into the free agent pool, see if we can maybe fill some holes with some strictly one talent type of players. We'll see what changes happen in the next episode. And until then, we'll see you guys later. Bye.